Alright, so Pikachu is able to keep up with Zeraora, right? That means Pikachu should never lose unless it's to a legendary in this show anymore, okay? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 101 of the Sun and Moon anime just dropped, and we are continuing from the previous episode on this two-part mini-arc. So, let's get to it. The episode starts with a short recap of the previous episode, where Ash encounters Guzzlord, is saved by Dia, and now is heading towards the Pokemon School. The episode then properly begins with Ash shocked that he's seeing the Pokemon School. He runs towards the school to the classroom and sees that it's completely destroyed. He accidentally steps on a glass frame and sees the photo. He picks it up and confirms he's in the Pokemon School. Dia asks what's wrong, and Ash lets him know that he was there just yesterday, meaning that he's in a parallel dimension. Fire, the twin sparking gigavolt of friendship. Dia uses the board to explain to Ash how a parallel dimension works. He figures something caused Ash to cross over to his parallel world. Ash doesn't seem to understand that much, so Dia explains to him that about 10 years ago in their world, the land was brought up, reckless construction work happened, and nature was essentially polluted and destroyed. That's when the Guzzlord came. He warns Ash that if they don't take the right path, this could also happen to their Alola as well. We cut to a bit later when Ash is sitting by the pond outside of the school. He tosses a rock into it and thinks about his friends. Dia asks Ash if he's homesick, and Ash says no. He was just thinking about his friends, which Dia correctly points out is called being homesick. Ash reflects on his Pokemon School journey so far. He talks about how much he's enjoyed it and how much he's loved battling in it and things like that. Dia, who doesn't know how to respond, just asks Ash if he wants to eat something. Dia brings him some beans, and Ash and Pikachu thank him and start eating. However, they stopped, and he asks why Zeraora isn't eating. Ash then calls out to Zeraora, but he doesn't respond to him. Dia comes up to Ash and tells him Zeraora prefers being alone. Ash asks, but you're partners, right? And Dia responds that not really. He doesn't know what Zeraora is thinking all the time. He tells Ash that the wish to send Guzzlord back to its world, that's what brought him and Zeraora together. We cut to a flashback of Dia before Zeraora, trying to send Guzzlord back into its world. He has it trapped in an electric neck, and it's about to use a metal beam to send it back when Guzzlord breaks free of it and destroys the metal beam as well. Then, it's about to attack Dia when Zeraora saves him, similarly to how he saved Ash. He says that after that, they started fighting together. He says that the only weakness Guzzlord has is its second face on top, and they're trying to hit that with Plasma Fist and push it back with the Ultra Wormhole. They thought it would be easy, but they couldn't break through Guzzlord's defenses. Ash says if only they could use Z-moves, and Dia says Z-moves used to work here, but ever since they destroyed nature, the Guardian deities left, which caused the Z-rings to stop working. He says that even though the Guardian deities abandoned them and have given up on them, they won't give up. They meaning him and Zeraora. Ash then smiles and asks Pikachu to train with him. He picks up the bean can and tells Pikachu to use Electro Web on it, and then tells Pikachu to follow it up with a Thunderbolt on, which sends the can flying. The clanging noise apparently bothers Zeraora. Dia picks up the can and asks Ash what he's doing, and he tells him that if they can use Electro Web to stop Guzzlord, then they could attack its weak spot. Dia says that he never asked Ash for any help, but Ash thus responds that he's just training. So, as they're about to train again, Zeraora throws a rock at them to try to get them to stop training, but Pikachu thunderbolts it out of the sky. Dia tells Ash Zeraora is telling him to knock it off, but Ash just says, nah, that's just Zeraora trying to help them train. Ash then tells Pikachu to use Electro Web on Zeraora, which causes it to jump down from the top of the Pokemon School. Ash then says, see, it wants to help us, which Dia correctly points out to Ash that you're just provoking Zeraora. Ash then has Pikachu use Electro Web on Zeraora, and Zeraora uses Slash on the Electro Web and then uses Plasma Fist. Ash then counters the Plasma Fist with Thunderbolt. He then has Pikachu use Quick Attack on Zeraora, who dodges all of the Quick Attacks and then counters with a Slash that hits Pikachu. It sends Pikachu flying back, but Ash catches it before it hits the wall. Ash then says they aren't done yet, and we see a montage of Pikachu getting destroyed by Zeraora, who doesn't want him to train. But seeing Ash and Pikachu not give up makes both Zeraora and Dia turn the corner and want to help Ash. He says that he wants Pikachu to hit Zeraora, so we see the training. Zeraora is attacking Pikachu with Quick Attack, and Pikachu seems to continually get hit. Afterwards, Dia tells Ash that Guzzlord won't give him a chance, so Zeraora comes at him with another Quick Attack. Ash and Pikachu this time go in sync and manage to hit Zeraora with a Thunderbolt. Afterwards, Zeraora gives Ash a citrus berry to give to Pikachu. Dia comes up and tells him that him and Pikachu are in sync and are great partners. Ash then tells Dia that Zeraora and him are also perfect partners as well. We cut to a little bit later and it's the morning. 3 buildings go down and the person who did it, Guzzlord. Who's that Pokemon? It's Guzzlord! Ash and Dia are running down and Ash asks Dia if he can help. Dia says he really has no choice, so the first thing they need to do is lure it away with the noise of Tin Can. They're trying to lead it to the Ultra Wormhole downstairs. Then their plan is to use Electro Web to trap the Guzzlord, then use Plasma Fist to send it back. Guzzlord pops in front of them and jumps, creating a hole in the ground, almost sending Ash through it, but luckily Ash holds on as Guzzlord falls to the floor. He's pulled back up by Dia, and as he gets his bearing together, he tells Pikachu he's alright. They continue to run down the stairs. Guzzlord appears in front of them, so they get ready to pull off their plan. Pikachu first uses Electro Web on it, and Guzzlord gets caught in it. Then, Dia asks Zeraora to use Plasma Fist, and Ash uses Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt and Plasma Fist combine to hit Guzzlord. It sends Guzzlord reeling back, and it goes flying through several pillars, but it stops right in front of the wormhole. It then uses something like a Hyper Voice to send Ash and Pikachu flying back. Ash catches Pikachu again before it hits the wall. But Guzzlord then approaches them, and Dia has Zeraora use Close Combat on it. But it seems it's not working, as Guzzlord sends the Zeraora flying back as well. Dia starts losing hope and telling Ash that him and Pikachu need to get away. Ash says that they won't, and it looks like Guzzlord is about to attack them. Just then, they're saved by the shiny Tapu Koko of their world, who uses what looks like Electro Web and stops the Guzzlord in their track. Then, their Z-Ring starts shining, and Ash says that this must mean that now they're able to use their Z-move. Dia agrees, and together, all four of them use Gigavolt Havoc and send Guzzlord flying back to its wormhole. Can I mention the XYZ theme plays here, so this moment feels extremely hype. This might have been the best Gigavolt Havoc ever. As it's sent back, Ash is excited, but Dia isn't. Ash asks him what's wrong, and Dia tells him that he's excited, but he's just in so much shock that it's finally over. Dia then asks where Tapu Koko went, and we see it flying past the premises. They cut to the overworld, where Rotom is still looking around for Ash, and Tapu Koko is looking on. And it transitions to Ash and Dia looking at shiny Tapu Koko from the parallel world. It shoots a Thunderbolt on top, and Ash says what it's trying to do. Dia says that it's probably trying to send Ash back to where it came from. Ash asks how they're going to do that, and Dia says he doesn't know, but with him and Ash, he feels like miracles can happen. That being said, they get ready to battle. Ash uses Quick Attack, and Dia counters with another Quick Attack. It seems like now they're evenly matched. Pikachu then uses Iron Tail, and Zeraora counters with Close Combat, and unlike last time, Pikachu is able to keep up and is evenly matched. Ash then uses Thunderbolt, and Zeraora counters by using Plasma Fist. This causes a similar explosion to the one created in the last episode that sent Ash to the parallel world. It creates a hole in space and time, and Ash this time sees it and goes towards it. He's about to leave when he calls out to Dia. Dia says that he'll bring back Alola to how it once was, so Ash should make sure to take care of his Alola. Ash says sure, and that next time they meet, they should battle again. With that being said, Ash is consumed by the light and sent back to his world. Once he's back in the overworld, Ash realizes that he's back home as Rotom calls out to him, and he sees Tapu Koko fly away. Ash is happy, but then he worries about the other, so he starts running towards the Pokemon school. Then we see a montage of Ash being super appreciative of everyone, trying to tell everyone the story, but he just comes off as a crazy man. He thinks a lot of time has passed, when in reality, not a lot of time has passed at all. Then Ash is looking out at Alola from the balcony, appreciating its beauty, and it transitions over to Dia doing the similar thing, but this time, Dia is hopeful to rebuild Alola. The episode ends with the shiny Tapu Koko flying towards the sky, beaming a light of hope. The after credit scene is Ash trying to teach Pikachu Plasma Fist and failing. Kiawe then comes up and asks Ash for a battle, which he's gonna more than oblige. This was a pretty good episode. It followed up well from the last episode, and it was a pretty happy conclusion to such a dire world. What I like to call the Ash effect is in full effect here, as he's able to turn around both Dia and the Alola of that world. It's never really explained how Tapu Koko can make parallel dimensions, and I guess it's just one of those things the writers just want us to go, it's a legendary Pokemon, it's an ability, but he's not Dialga or Palkia, so he shouldn't be able to do that. But you know what? This little thing isn't enough to make me not like this episode. The animation also in this episode is stellar. For a while I was worried about how the league was going to look, especially when we've seen the battles of the legendaries, you know, the Necrozma fights and the Nihilego fight. But if this quality keeps up in the battles, then I don't think we have anything to worry about. Also, I know some people didn't like the XYZ theme song, but I thought it fit perfectly fine. I think too many people put stock into it being Greninja's theme, so they feel it doesn't fit, but I never think of music like that. Music doesn't belong to anyone, so again, I don't really mind it at all. The next episode, Brock and Misty come back, and the narration is done in a way where Misty's replying to Lana, so maybe the catalyst for them coming to Alola is Lana sending them a letter. Who knows? I'm excited for it though. Anyways, that's it from a Pokemon Sun and Moon episode review. Thank you so much for watching. Join me for the next one as Misty and Brock make a return. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Comment below as well. You can follow me on Twitter @TheRealPDGaming, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace!